a harness. So she's not choking. And normally when I walk my dog in LA, people have questions. They want to know what kind of dog is she, how old is she? Is she a rescue? But that day I couldn't find her harness, so that day all people could ask is, why is there a dildo attached to her? It's like I lost her harness. So I had to use mine.
I do have a cat. That's not a joke. It's reality. I feel like guys, it's you typically that don't like cats, right? That's a fair statement. Guys typically don't like cats. And I don't understand why you don't like cats, because you're exactly like a cat. I know we've been conditioned to think that men are like dogs and women are like cats, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Guys, you're like cats. You're aloof and emotionally unavailable. Women are exactly like dogs. We're exactly like dogs. We're like, hey, where you going? 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 Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Can I? I'm gonna wait right here. 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 I'm at shoes. See, guys, you're like cats. You're like, oh, you're home. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna feed me. Then I'm gonna stare out the window at nothing. Then I'm gonna pass on the bathroom. Deal? Is that a deal? Women are like dogs. We clean up after ourselves, right, ladies? You ever seen a dog vomit? Eats that shit right back up. Usually does it in private. Vomits, eats it up. No evidence. You don't even know what's happened. Guys are like cats. You'll just puke anywhere and make a big fucking scene about it. You're like, and then you're like, oh God, can you clean that up? It's so gross. I don't want to touch it. Here comes the dog. I got it. Girls are like dogs. We need to be groomed. Shampooed, conditioned, blow dry, fluffy. Guys are like cats. Like, what? I'm dirty? Am I dirty? Let's go. I'm fucking ready.
Found out what a service dog was recently. You guys know what that is? Everybody? Wow. I didn't know what one was. If you don't know, if there's anyone in here that doesn't know, service dog is supposed to be something like you have like a mental problem or like an emotional thing. You can get your dog certified, then you get to bring your dog with you everywhere, right? Like the bus, the plane. You can have it at the comedy show. You can be like, I need the dog to laugh. I otherwise can't fucking function, right? Like that's what it's for, right? But a lot of chicks in LA just get their dog certified so they can like be like Paris Hilton and have a little toy dog everywhere. I didn't know what one was. This is how I found out. I'm at a Starbucks, Hermosa Beach. Lady walks in with a little like 4-pound dog. Lady that works at Starbucks goes, ma'am, I'm sorry, you can't have your dog in here. Lady with the dog goes, actually I can. It's a service dog. Then the lady at Starbucks goes, well, I'm gonna need to see its papers. Lady with the dog goes, legally, I don't need to show you shit. And I was like, yeah. I don't know about you guys. There's nothing better for me than a public argument I'm not involved in. Right? I'm not getting yelled at. No one's gonna hit me. I wanna see that shit escalate. I tried to make this one escalate. I was like, bitch. Somebody said bitch, fat ass, you're fat. Cankles, you got cankles. Yell cankles when two women are fighting. I guarantee they both stop for like a split second and go, it's not me, okay. Back to the argument. I didn't get my wish, guys. They didn't end up fighting. What happened was the lady at Starbucks backed down. She's like, fuck it, I work at Starbucks. This lady clearly wants her dog in here, whatever. I make $4 an hour. The lady with the dog, even though she won the argument, she's pissed. She's fuming mad. Even though she got like everything she wanted, she just was upset she had to deal with the shit, I guess, right? I'm right behind that lady in line. She's as mad as can be. I couldn't be in a better mood because I thought she said she had a circus dog. So this lady's like so fucking mad, and I tap her on the shoulder with this dumb shit-eating grin on my face, and I'm like, hey, so what does your dog do? She's like, don't ask me that, that's rude. And I was like, you're being weird, Carney. What does your dog do? And she's like, don't ask me that question. That's rude to ask somebody that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, make your dog do a flip or some shit. I have money, I'll pay you. I get it. You guys are professionals. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, your circus dog. She's like, I don't have a circus dog. I have a service dog. And I was like, well, what's that? And then she explained it to me, and I was like, oh, so what's wrong with you? What is your mental disability?
I had an ex recently want to meet up with me, and she was like, hey, I want to get together and talk. And I was like, okay. So I met up with her, and she sat down. The first thing she said is, so I have AIDS. I know. And she was like, oh, just kidding. And I was like, oh my God, like, fuck, you had me so worried that I gave it to you. Because you gotta fuck with them back. I fuck with people. My dog, I just got her a medical vest so I could take her everywhere. I just pretend like I'm diabetic. And I walked her to the store the other day and the clerk's like, ma'am, you can't bring your dog in here. I was like, yes, I can. I'm diabetic. This bitch has my insulin. He's like, oh yeah, does she inject you with it? I was like, you're goddamn right she does. He's like, oh yeah, and how exactly does she do that, ma'am? I was like, I don't know, I'm unconscious when she does it. I was like, all right, welcome to Whole Foods. I got my dog a harness. I got her a harness, so she's not choking. And normally when I walk my dog in LA, people have questions. You know, they want to know what kind of dog is she? How old is she? Is she a rescue? But that day I couldn't find her harness, so that day all people could ask is, why is there a dildo attached to her? It's like I lost her harness. So I had to use mine. I took my dog for a walk the other night. She took a crap right in front of the apartment building next to mine. I picked it up, it was already in the bag, and this lady pops her head out the window of the building, and she's like, your dog can't poop there. She has to be 72 feet away from a residence to poop. I was like, that's ridiculous. She was like, I can smell your dog's poop from inside my window. I was like, lady, when you shit inside, I can smell it from out here. She's like, I'm gonna get you kicked out of your apartment. I was like, what is your problem? Like, is this block not big enough for two pieces of shit? Like, then I swear to God, she goes, I'm gonna tell your landlord you're a prostitute. I was like, my landlord's one of my best customers.
I had about 20 crows outside my house recently, cawing nonstop for about 2 days straight. Driving me crazy. They're just like, finally, we called animal control. We were like, hey, what the hell's wrong with these birds? They said, it's baby crow season. They're cawing at the baby crows until they fly, and that can last up to 5 days. What? That's the crow flight training program? Just fly, 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 and it works. 5 days, they were gone. The girl just snorted. Show's over. You all right? I like it. We've taken it too far with cows, right? We kill them, we eat them, we wear them, then we eat their children. Then we drink their milk, which is the milk intended for their children we ate. We eat their babies, and then we eat their babies' food. Then, on top of all of that, we put pictures of our missing children on their milk. Hey, sorry about killing your kid. Haven't seen my kid, though, have you? Really worried about my kid. Your kid's dead, ate him, washed him down with his own food. Keep a lookout for my kid.
All the parents I know keep saying, oh, you got 2 dogs. You're just practicing for kids. To them, I say, you're probably a bad parent. You should know the difference between dogs and kids. Like, that's like day one stuff, right? Like, dogs are way smarter than kids. It's pretty obvious. I mean, here's my proof. I own a home. I don't own any outlet covers. Right? They're just open to the public. Because my dog's never been like, duh! Like, that's never happened. I could paint my outlet in peanut butter, and my dog would be like, you gotta stop this, all right? You gotta stop. Meanwhile, a child will stick his finger in an outlet, get shocked, and be like, let me go find a fork. Like, it's insane.
how much children love fatal activities. Like anything that, if you're a parent, you know this to be true. Your whole life, you just follow your child around just going, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. You could mess them up emotionally, but you're not allowed to let them die. Like, that's the main rule. If there were an after-school program where kids could sign up for fatal activities, it would be full immediately. And then empty like a week later, because they're good at what they do. Dogs are much smarter than kids. Here's the ultimate proof. There's never been a seeing eye kid. Right? A lot of blind people. A lot of children. No one's ever been like, these two should hang out. Like, that's never happened. If you had a seeing eye kid, do you know what else you'd have? Dead blind man. That's what else you'd have. And then a child playing next to a corpse in traffic as cars whiz by its dumb head. Because it has no idea. I don't know what age a child finally becomes smarter than a dog. I think it's like 27, 28. I'm not sure when it is. But like, even for the parents in the room, like, you had to get a babysitter to come out tonight. You had to hire another child to watch your child. What kind of a Russian doll of irresponsibility is that? Why would you trust a child with your child? Why is 15 the age that suddenly people are like, yeah, take this kid? Like, why? I wouldn't trust a 15-year-old with a child. I wouldn't trust a 15-year-old with a shared cell phone plan. Like, why would you trust them with a child? You had to hire a babysitter to come here tonight. You had to make your night about making sure your kids are cared for. My dogs are home alone right now. I don't care. My wife's here with me. My dogs are like, I'm 4, I got this, don't sweat it.